Good Wednesday afternoon and welcome to Craft Spot. I'm Connie Douglas from Great Stamping with Connie. It's a winter wonderland out there. Can you see that? Yes, we have snow. Um, so not a ton, but it just it just keeps that fine snow just keeps falling and it builds up a bit over time, but we didn't have to shovel today. Well, that's the royal we. MSH takes care of most of that, thankfully, so I'm usually off the hook. But anyway, it is a winter wonderland out there, so it's starting to feel like winter, and it's kind of looking more and more like we're getting towards Christmas. So not all bad, because guess what? Today's December 4th. We're getting towards Christmas. We're going to blink and it will be here. So we need to be ready. I'm here to help. Uh, um, so welcome to my craft adventure, as I call it, my crafting adventure. Think I have a handle on today. I have done this one a few times, and we made these last night at our festive team get together. We do a team crafting at the beginning of the month, and we have a team meeting later in the month, and we weren't sure how many people would be available later in the month, so we decided to do the festive celebration last night, and oh, we had so much fun. Um, Games and laughter and prizes and crafting and festive beverages and lots of good times. So that was the Great Stampin' Believers team meeting, and we would love to have you join us for our next get together. All you have to do is grab yourself a starter kit, and you will be part of the Great Stampin' Believers team if you register under me. Um, awesome deal. Starter kit is always an awesome deal. But right now there's sales going on. Have you seen the last chance list? Um, we used to have the clearance rack, and they've Stampin' Up! Has changed things. Now we have the last chance list, which means everything that's on there is going away soon. And so quantities are available. And there might be quite a few left, or there might be just a few left. We don't know. If there is time and they don't sell really, really quickly, they will hit our low inventory list. But if they sell really quickly, they may be low inventory and gone in a matter of hours, and the websites may not get updated. But you might see things on there that say low inventory, and then you know that they are just about gone for the final time. It's also where you're going to find the discounts on things, some deep, deep discounts up to 70%. So there's some really awesome deals on there. Gems and designer series paper and some cardstock and ribbon and you name it. There's lots of stuff on there. So check out the last chance list for some great deals, and to make sure there's nothing that you've been thinking about getting before it disappears and it's on there and then it might disappear. We don't want that. We want you to be able to get it. There I am. Okay, I was just trying to find me there. So if you are on here with me, say hello. Let me know that you are watching. And what else do I have to share? That was the big news, the last chance list, because there's some great bargains there. And you can put any of those items in your starter kit. You can put absolutely anything you want in your starter kit. $165 worth of anything. And in Ontario, there is no tax and no shipping on that. There's no shipping anywhere across Canada. There are a few provinces though where you do have to pay the sales tax, the provincial sales tax. But in Ontario, no tax, no shipping. It's an awesome deal. You only pay $135 for $165 worth of product that is shipped to you without tax. Can't beat it. Join now while the sale is on. You will be ready to kick off the new year with celebration and all sorts of wonderful things. And you get to hang out with the Great Stampin' Believers. So it's a fun time. Okay, so this is project number 2 for the week, and I am playing with the Snowy Wonder stamp set this week. So We used that on Monday and we're using it again today. And if you would like a kit to make the 3 projects that I am sharing this week, all you have to do is place a minimum $45 order from my online store using this host code. Okay. And if you do that, I will send you the kit and the recipe for all of the things. So you'll have all your sizing and measurements. And if you want to create more, I will send that to you as soon as the Canada Post strike ends and we can get stuff in the mail again. Right now, unfortunately, there's no point in mailing anything because it's going nowhere. But they are trying to work out a few things, and hopefully talks will start again very, very soon, and they will get it resolved and get back to work and get the mail moving. Okay, so, oh, by the way, if your order's over $75 using that host code, I will also send you a free package of embellishments. So you'll get cardstock and designer series paper and all those sorts of things. And bling. What a deal, eh? We love our bling. So place your order over $75 and I will send that to you. Now, if you're getting up to $100 of things that you want to order, you really should just join my team. So let's talk if your wish list is that big. It's easy to do. I have been there. I live there. There's always things that I want, but it's nice to get a discount on them. So once you join, you get at least a 25% discount on everything you purchase. So that's another great reason to join. Okay, so I wanted to show, sorry, I just, there was staples in this. I wanted to, it says open on Christmas morning, but you know, what do I know? I'm sure it's close. This was a gift that I got. I think you probably know that I hosted my girls' getaway weekend last weekend. Last weekend? Oh, the weekend before? Oh my goodness, time goes so fast. Anyway, a couple weeks ago. And some of the ladies there gave me this gift of 4 tags with adorable mittens and 4 tags with the word joy. Oh, this, oh, look, a little bit of bling in there. She cut this on her Cricut, she said. So that's not a Stampin' Up thing, but they're cute, aren't they? And they also gave me this to kick off the new year, mark down the next girls' getaway. It's a 2025 calendar. Calendar on the outside stands up and post-it notes on the inside. Look at that. Isn't that fantastic? Woohoo! So there's your little calendar. There's your post-it notes. It would sit on your desk and be completely handy. And it says, so lucky to call you friend. Isn't that nice? Beautiful, beautiful gifts from Jillian and Faye. So here we go. Thank you, Jillian and Faye. I know I thanked you at the retreat, but thank you again because this is very special. Okay, let's set those things aside and we can do some crafting. So, as I mentioned, we had our team festive get together, we called it last night. And we wanted to do some crafting because it was our regular craft night. So this is what we made. So this, if you undo the ribbon, this is the Sentimental Christmas. So every time you purchase some of that, you are supporting children's literacy because this is the Give Back Designer Series paper this year. So every time you buy a package of this, Stampin' Up! Will donate $4 to children's literacy. And that is in Canada. They have different organizations around the world in the countries where they operate. So the money from the Canadian sales stays in Canada. So that's awesome. Well, you open this up And oh, I don't think I have a gift card here. No. Okay, so we have to kind of fake it, but we will pretend. We will pretend that this is a gift card and it would slip right in there. Of course, if it was a gift card, it wouldn't go over the top, but you got a gift card on this side, and on this side you have a gift card. It's very confusing, but this is hello, Carolyn. Welcome. I was going to say, gosh, from around the world. Well, and you are, but I guess it's just evening over there. So I always think that our times are way off. But anyway, so this is the gift card, but the gift card that you write your little note on and sign and all the rest of it. And that all tucks in there, and then you tie it up with a bow. Perfect for this time of year. So I thought that I would make one of these with you. So I was showing the team the scoring twice last night. So 9.5, 9 3/4 by 6. Yes, 9 3/4 by 6 scored on the short side at 2.5. Okay, 2.5. Scored on the long side at 4 3/4 and 5. Okay, and then you are going to fold this up, and then you're going to open it up and fold each of these. Okay, fold and burnish. Use your bone folder to get a nice crease on those. And the second one, I got sticky stuff all over me. It's been a crafting day, which means I have sticky stuff everywhere. You may have to just kind of play with this with your fingers to get it started, and then you can give it a nice crease. And once you've broken those fibers a bit, you can then fold it up and come back and fold it the way you want it to be. Okay, so there's our little wallet. Okay, then you are going to take 20 inches of ribbon, whatever ribbon you want, and you are going to fold it around your wallet, and you want the ends of your ribbon to be about even. These are sort of messy ends here. I am just going to cut them a little bit nicer. Get a nice little angle going on those. There we go. That's better. Whoop. I am missing my buckets all over the place here. Okay, so you're gonna wrap it around, and you want it relatively even. Don't worry if it's not perfect, but you want it close. Okay. Now I am just going to put a little bit of tape runner on the front here, just so I can kind of put this in place where I want it. And you just want it in the middle as best you can. Okay, I'm actually just going to open this up, and then I'm going to put tape runner on the back here. Now this is a little bit of an open weave. I hope the stickiness doesn't come through. Usually if you have a solid ribbon, you're fine, but I think this will be okay. And then I'm just going to press that down just a little bit more on here. And this is just so it stays in place on the back. The front, we're going to glue our designer series paper right over top, but the back is just the ribbons. You want to make sure it's fairly secure back there. Okay, and then the front, as I said, we are going to put a piece of designer series paper. So this is 4.5 by 3.25, and I'm using the Snowy Day designer series paper with the little penguins because they are adorable. And you can use tape runner or liquid glue. If you use liquid glue, you have an opportunity to kind of get it everywhere, which will then further hold down your ribbon. So that's why I used my liquid adhesive there. Okay, and just give that a nice press. There we go. And then you just need to decorate it however you want to decorate it. Let's see what we want here. I stamped and die cut the snowman earlier, and then I didn't know what I wanted to mount him on. So I punched out punched out a few pieces. First I punched a 2-inch circle, and then he was kind of tall and it seemed kind of small. So I punched my 2 3/8 circle, and that's a little better size for him. And then I was wondering if maybe he wanted to be on a different shape altogether, just so I could keep my penguins in view. And put it up like this. I think I'm just going to put a little sentiment out there, so it can dangle off the edge. We'll do him in a minute. I kind of like him on the circle because he's very round. Kind of like that shape the best, I think. So we're gonna go with that. And I have a piece of basic white here that I think I may have cut for some other purpose, but we're using it for this. So yeah, we'll work it out later. And then I was thinking I could use Let It Snow. Or I still have, do I still have? Yes, I still have Be Merry out from last night. Could use that. Too many decisions. If only all of life's decisions were this this difficult, eh? Put this on here. You know, I usually do it this way. Let's just do it how we usually do. Be Merry is longer, which could be nice for dangling off the edge, but I'm just gonna stamp this right at the edge here. I guess I could have made it long, couldn't I? And I really should have my mat underneath, foam mat, just gives you a little nicer image on, or when you're using the photopolymer stamps. Let's go back and try that one more time. Do we want to make it long? I don't know. I'm gonna try this. That's better. And then I'm also going to stamp Be Merry, and I might even cut them both out. Can you believe I just said that? I cut around Be Merry last night, and it was quite easy to do. So it's, it's not a really big offer on my part, but okay. Just going to clean these off in case I use them again on the inside and want a different color. Okay, close this before I lean it. And let's just cut this out, shall we? I know I'm not talking, I'm focusing, very focused on my cutting. It's getting easier, but it's a little bit like walking and talking, I think. I don't feel like I've mastered both just yet. So I go a little bit quiet when I'm really focusing on the tricky bits. Enjoy the piece. Okay, peace and quiet. There we go. Okay. So if you are a demonstrator and you have not placed your pre-order yet, you really should, because there's some really fun, wonderful things in the new catalog that will start in January, the January to April mini catalog. So you want to kind of get a jump on that, because there are things in there that will sell out. So as a demonstrator, we can get it now before that happens. It's just another one of the perks. Oop. Put that in my paper bin. Okay. So we have Be Merry, and we have Let It Snow. We think kind of like the size of Be Merry better. I think I'm going to use Be Merry. Let It Snow would work. It's not bad. It's better than I thought it was going to be, but I think I'm going to use Be Merry, because why not, right? Okay, so I am going to pop Mr. Snowman up on dimensionals, but I think I'm going to let his head go over the top, so I don't want to get too close there. And although this is going to go down flat, isn't it? So I guess I didn't really need to worry about that because I'm thinking about this, and this is going to go off the edge, and that's why I'm putting the circle down flat. But did you get all that? Okay, let's put this right about there. Just kind of covering up both of our little penguin feet there on one side, but they've still got 1 foot showing each. Okay. And just gonna put this guy right. Maybe he should be. Oh, look. They're all holding hands. I love it. Because they're all friends. That was kind of a happy accident. I didn't plan that, but I like it. I should probably move my dimensional bin a little bit closer so I'm not always reaching across the screen, shouldn't I? And there we have Be Merry. It's mostly straight. Okay. So that's how our folder is going to go. My ribbons might not be quite even. Okay, so clearly the back one will have to come up, because I don't think the front one is going down, even though it's the one that's actually a little bit high. Can I move it? Oh, maybe I can. Look at that. Just give it a yank. I think that's better. Okay, and then we have a piece of cardstock that is 8 inches by 2 3/4, and it's scored at 4 inches. And I also already put a piece of designer series paper on here. So this is 3 3/4 by 2.5, I do believe. Just double check it. 2.5. Yes. 3 3/4. 3 3/4 by 2.5, which is just a standard border on there. And then we just want to decorate this with something. So what do I have? I have a penguin, and I have a whole bunch of trees that I cut out. These are from the Snowy Wonder dies. Look at all those dies. That's a lot of decoration. 23 dies in this set. So you do have the the dome and the snow globe shapes, and then the base. This base fits on both of those. The penguin, the snowman, stars, snowflakes, trees, holly, mountains, more trees and little snowflakes, berries, and holly. Did I say holly? Yes, holly over there. So, oh, and a present, lots and lots and lots of little decoration bits in those dies. It's fantastic. So I just ran, and I like when there's lots because then, one run through the die cutting machine and you can get all these things to play with. Okay, so I don't know whether I mean, I could add some of these things, couldn't I? Do I want to add some of these to my tag here? Different kind of tree. I feel like I should put a strip in there, perhaps, to put those on. But I'm not sure. Not sure I want it. Or I could just do something narrow and say let it snow. I could use the let it snow. Okay, so how tall is this? Do you get the feeling that we are just creating on the fly here because we are? Okay, so this was 1.25, but it's a little bit fatter than I wanted. I'm going to take it down to 1 inch. And I might even want it a little bit narrower than that. Start with this. Let's just see how that fits in there. And then I could just put this here, maybe with just one tree. One of these little tall guys, because I do like him. Such a fun tree. Maybe like that. Oh, I like that. Yes. Okay, that's what we're going to do. And I have all of these things for some other decorating. This is how I end up with bits buckets, right? I was looking at some of my designer series paper packages the other day. As I'm creating throughout the season, I just put all the scraps and bits and everything back in my designer series paper package. And I use some of the bits and pieces throughout the season if I'm just looking for a smaller piece or something. But there's always bits that are left over, and we are coming closer. We're not there yet. Nobody panic, but we're getting a little bit closer to the end of the holiday crafting season. So I was looking at some of my packages that have an awful lot of little pieces in them, thinking it might be time to do a bits session where we just pull out all of our bits and I'll share some ideas about crafting with them. We all have them. We all keep them. We all hate to waste them because they are, perfectly good. So, but we should use them because they don't do any good just sitting in a package. Maybe we'll get to that next week or the week after. I'm not sure. Maybe as we get right towards Christmas, when we know all the Christmas crafting's done. It is only December 4th. I don't want to jump the season, but I just I have a lot on the go in December and I start work, and so that's kind of on my brain now that I need to get ready to start work. There's snow on the mountain, and so people are going to want to ski. And if they want to ski and they don't know how, they need instructors. So look at that. Isn't that cute? Now I do have this little penguin left. I'm thinking he may just have to go in here. He could be in the forest. We could do kind of like a little scene with the penguin in it. Nice. one of these. Did I do the same color? Does that look a little bit, that looks a little bit odd, doesn't it? I almost need, I'll just put them a little closer. I should trade out one of these for maybe one of these. Do this. 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 And this. How about that? That's kind of cute, eh? Do you think? Okay. Whoop. And it all fell off. Okay, so I am going to bring in my silicone mat. So I think I'm just gonna throw some, I could use dimensionals, but I don't want this to get too fat. So I am going to use liquid adhesive on all of these, and I'm just gonna get them all ready. A little bit of glue on all of these. There we go. So don't want to set these things down just yet until I know I've got them where I want them. Kind of want the trees tucked under Penguin a little bit. Just add here. This little guy. Over here. There we go. Give it all, you know, I'm just going to open this up and give it a nice press on the other side. Make sure everybody is sticking down. There we go. So there's our card. Tuck that, whoop, tuck that in there. Fold it up. And then we can just tie this in a bow. You would put a gift card in before you tied it up, but I don't have one right now. I don't even have a fake one. Here, I keep them over at my cut and emboss machine. They are awesome for scraping little bits off of your plates. There we go. Isn't that cute? I mean, you don't even need to put a gift card in there. That is just cuteness right there. Gift and a half before you even open the door. Okay, let me just add this back in. So that is our project for today. I hope you like that. We're not quite at the end of card making time, although with the Canada Post strike, it's put a little bit of a damper on the card making, I think. Although I'm getting ready for next year, I will be all set. Somebody said as soon as the strike is over, they're just putting their Christmas cards into the mail. But I'm not sure whether that's going to be before Christmas or not. Not that it wouldn't be fun to receive a card in the mail in January or February. I mean, I don't think we really care, do we? We just like happy mail. So you could still send your Christmas cards. But I don't think I'm going to get to that this year. I think I'm going to do something else. I don't know what, but I'm waiting for the strike to end and then I'll figure it out, hopefully. In the meantime, let's make gifts. And I do have cards that I will give to people that I see. I've already delivered some Christmas cards in person. So that's a nice thing to do as well. But gift cards, those are good too. Okay. I will be back tomorrow, Thursday at 7 p.m. right here on my Great Stamping with Connie Facebook page. You do not want to miss it. I have a fun fold. It's not a new one. It's been around for a little while, but I had never made one, and I made one yesterday to give it a try, and I just thought this is too much fun not to share. So that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. So drop by at 7 o'clock. Hopefully you have seen the pieces to cut. I will put it up onto my Great Stamping with Connie Facebook page once again in case you missed it. And join me here at 7 p.m. Thursday evening. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.